Hi, my name is Justin. I've just come back from a 9-day trip in the Kansai region where I was in Kobe, Kyoto and Osaka. And over those 9 days, I visited many anime shops, bookstores, and I'd like to share with you my haul that I got. Hope you enjoy this video and do give a like and follow and subscribe if you like the content. I would like to bring you more haul videos or more videos about holidaying in Japan. I love going to Japan. There's just a lot of things for me to do and see over there. I've been back there like 4 to 5 times in the past year already. It's kind of a triple threat for me because I like anime stuff and I like music, guitars, I'm a guitarist, and I like books. There's a lot of things you can find and buy in terms of these 3 categories. I want to show you my Gachapon collection first. The first one is this SpongeBob SquarePants tote bag. All you need is love. Pretty cool. Kind of amazing that this whole thing fit into a small Gachapon. Of course, I don't have the Gachapon because I had to take it out to save space in my luggage. And I haven't seen this around. I only saw this in the Kansai region, but in the Gachapon machines, they have lots of these SpongeBob Gachapon, so you're gonna find them all over the place if you happen to be in Kyoto or Kobe or Osaka. I think the tote bag has different designs. This is just one of the designs, and yeah, quite happy I got this one. And this one is from another Gachapon machine. This is Kita from Bocchi the Rock. I found myself being drawn to this character. I don't know why. I think she's pretty cute. So I'm happy that I chanced upon this Gachapon. Gachapon hunting is just fun. You never know what kind of machines you come across that have interesting little trinkets, and the one I've seen quite a bit is this Gachapon. It's actually based on a Nikon camera. I don't have Nikon cameras, so I don't know what model this is, but I just thought it's cool. Actually comes with a lens. It's not real, of course. And you just put the lens on, and that's it. Cool detail. You can actually swivel this. You can see the back. What's really nice about Gachapons is that they really follow, and they have so much detail. Makes them quite collectible. Here's another one I bought. Now, Japan is full of snacks and treats. One of the popular snacks that you can buy is this thing called pressed butter sand. It's an amazing biscuit. It's very buttery. This will make a nice souvenir for the trip. One of the Gachapons that I went to look for, I bought 3 of these. I'm not going to open the other 2. Are these Gachapons. If you find them, I highly recommend you buy them because see what happens when I click on the on button. It actually plays one of the many train stations chimes when the train is arriving, and then you turn it off. This makes for a really good souvenir, or just for yourself to remember if you miss, taking the train in Japan. Okay, so let's go to some other things I've bought. I'm not only a guitarist and musician, but I also love Bocchi the Rock, and so usually I'll go to the guitar stores and try to find some souvenirs or trinkets that I can buy for my students or to give out as souvenirs. And here's one thing that I bought, just a bunch of Bocchi the Rock guitar picks. Very cute. It's one of the things I bought. Let's talk about the guitar books. So if you're not interested in books or guitar books, then you can skip this section. But I just want to talk about what I've bought in Japan. Japan is great for guitar magazines, music magazines. There's just so much variety, and so these magazines I found either in bookstores that were selling them brand new. But what I also like to do is go to Book Off, which is their second-hand store. They have many branches throughout the country, and you can easily find old guitar books, which is what I'm very interested in collecting. They'll be useful for me or for my lessons. So I want to start here's a book focusing on the career of Joe Pass, who is a prominent jazz guitarist, and this book was only going for 950 yen, so about say 8 Sing dollars. That was cheap. given the amount of information that they have. So usually they include interviews, they include lessons, they'll talk about what he played, the equipment he used. And for any Joe Pass fan, I think this is just a good book to have. I think the only brand new book that I bought was this one. So Japan has two publications for jazz guitar, which is, I don't know, that's just plentiful compared to other countries. Jazz Guitar Magazine, featuring Jim Hall on the cover. And what I really like about these magazines is that, they are really written by passionate jazz guitarists, and there's lots of information, there's great transcriptions, lots of great lessons that you can learn from. So this is an example, Jazz Guitar Magazine. Here's another one that I bought from a secondhand store, Book Off. Again, featuring Jim Hall on the cover. It's an older, or rather it's an earlier published magazine. Again, no difference in quality, it's great. But I think this one is the different publication. The other one said Jazz Guitar Magazine. This Jazz Guitar Book, which is another, I don't know if they belong to the same company, but guess what? I bought this for 220 yen, which is a steal. That is like that's just about $1. That's crazy. So usually I try to find other guitar magazines. Okay, so here's another publication, Guitar Magazine. It's not jazz guitar, it's Guitar Magazine. This caters to the general, not specific to jazz guitar. And only 400 yen, really cheap. I've bought so much of these magazines that I've become a little bit more selective. So usually I'll find the magazines that have a particular theme to it. This one I think is just based on older Japanese pop songs. I found this in actually I can't remember where I found this one. I think Book Off, yes, Book Off. So this is really interesting. Guitar Magazine, this looks to be came out in 2007, looks like an older, much older issue, because you can see that compared to this version, this is slightly, the format, or rather the formatting of the book is really different. I think they belong to the same publication, but this one is more binded, this one is a bit more, I don't know what they call this, I need to figure out what is that. But nice Randy Rhoads cover. I bought it because it was dirt cheap, it was only 110 yen, less than $1, and lots of interesting transcriptions here and lessons, and I just wanted to buy history, I was in a Book Off and I found a set of 3 jazz guitar books. Super interesting. They're still binded. I think they're very new. And going to a Book Off store is kind of like thrifting for clothes. You never know what you're going to find. Sometimes you don't find anything at all. Sometimes you find good treasure like this. These books weren't super cheap, 1,400 yen, so about $12 each. But they look really interesting. I didn't get a chance to open it, but I translated it. I think each book focuses on an aspect of jazz guitar. I think this one's on scales. I think they're all on scales actually. So I know I just like collecting guitar books, and I'm just very, very fascinated with the guitar literature that's available in Japan. So can't wait to open these books and take a look through. That's not all the books I bought. There's a company called Big Union. They're basically a vinyl record CD shop, kind of like your HMV and all that, or Tower Records. They do have Tower Records there. But I realized that my trip to Tokyo last year, that they actually sell secondhand books as well. So the moment I come across any disc union, I make a beeline for it and I try to buy all the guitar books there, because they are really cheap and they're older books, so it's hard to find it anywhere else. They don't have branches all over Japan. They have about 2 to 3 branches in Tokyo, which I've already planned. And I was quite surprised to see that there was one in Osaka. So let's see what I bought. Okay, this is Jazz Guitar Magazine. Came out in 2017. It's quite interesting. They still have the rounded cover instead of the flat cover. And the reason why I chose this book was because I think it was because it had R&B soul lessons and transcriptions. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I can't. There's not a lot of resources on soul guitar and R&B guitar, so you can see, you know, they really do in-depth coverage of these artists. So again, nice find. I found a book on R&B guitar, but not neo soul, modern R&B, but more of the 60s R&B, I think. Again, can't go wrong with just running through the basics and learning R&B stuff. It will help with your modern material. I found another guitar magazine. Again, it's the more bigger, thicker cover, and the reason why I bought this because they focused on jazz fusion guitarists, which is something that I love to dive into and get better at, but never really get so close. Yeah, interesting. You can Pat Metheny on the cover, and they have all these artists that they're going to talk about and feature there, and talk about lessons on how to play like them. Super interesting book. I think a good find, or rather just something that I just had to buy, was I found a copy of Pat Martino's Linear Expressions, and it's in really good condition now that I'm looking at it. I mean, there's some shelf wear, but I mean, everything is just straight, and the interiors are so white. I don't know when this book was bought, but the guy who kept it definitely kept it in really good condition. And this was only $10, or rather 1,000 yen. So about maybe $8 plus. It's quite a steal, you know. And this is why I enjoy going to all these thrift shops, all these shops to find treasure like this. Japan is great for that. So let's focus on the anime stuff right now, and you will see me talk about this point a lot in these haul videos, but I don't believe in buying anything brand new in terms of anime stuff. Unless it's a special release, or you know you're not going back to Japan for a while and you gotta have it, then sure, buy it. But what I've realized is that any figure you're thinking about buying, provided it's not super popular and sold out, you most likely can find it in a thrift store months later. And I'm going to show you some of the things I bought, but let me show you some brand new things. So one of the things I bought is, I always wanted to get is Ghibli stuff. So I bought this brand new, by the way. I bought Gigi from Kiki's Delivery Service. Such a cute cat. I love the show and I love the movie, and this is one of my favorite characters in Ghibli. Stands on its own. Isn't that cute? Right. Yeah, super cute. I was in a store called Kidiland. It's just like a retail store that sells an assortment of different brands and anime figures, and I came across this Dan 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 tote bag. That's super cute, you can see. Let's open it up. This was brand new, by the way. It's not. It was going for 1,980 yen. It's about 18 to 17 US Sing dollars. No, yeah, that's the usual price. Oh, cool! Wow, this bag is big. Look at that. Awesome. That's cute. Isn't that cute? You have all the characters. As I mentioned before, you can find. It's possible not just to find old figurines, but possible to find new release figurines. It really depends on what condition you're okay with it being to buy it in. And what I bought was Momo from Dan Dan Dan, and from Sega Entertainment, and this just came out a few months ago. The anime came out a few months ago, the figurine came out a few months ago, and now you can find this easily in book-offs. And so book-offs sell anime figures as well. You can find this easily, and it really depends on where you are. If you're somewhere like Osaka or Kyoto, because every book off is priced differently. The second hand, by the way, this is an open box one. It's already been opened. But I found this in Kobe, I think it was going, and I bought it for 1,400 yen. Right? It's definitely going for more if you buy it first hand, at least 3,500 yen, which is about $30 or $40 more. I bought this for less, about $12. So let's take it out. Oh wow. So you can see that's it's still in the packet. I really do not know why this was sent back. It could be a production error here and there, but from what I see, it looks fine to me. Let's open it up. Sorry to all the collectors, but you know, I'm not here to collect and keep it in the box. I want to open it up and display it. Let's see, I'm just gonna make a clean cut at the top. Oops. Okay. Here is the base. And here's a face that's covered. Let me take it out. Put it on the base. Oh, cool. It fits. Look at that. Pretty cool. Not the best cast, I think. I imagine that other companies are going to come with better ones, but I just couldn't resist at 1,400. I did see the IRA version of this by the same company, and I regretted not buying it, but I just couldn't justify buying another one, and the IRA one is not my favorite. The buy that I really was really kind of looking out for, and I got such a good deal on this, is this one. Marcel from Delicious in Dungeon, or Dungeon Meshi, however you roll. And look at the price. Okay, look at this. So original price was 5,800 yen, and the shop was selling it for 2,000 yen, less than about 18 Sing dollars. So the price is cut. Now, first season has already finished airing a while back. It's been a few months already. I find that their figures are lower price as compared to, say, Dan Dan Dan, for example. But you know, I was looking for this particular one. There were other molds, but not as nice as this one. So quite happy to have come across this for 2,000 yen. Steal, it's a steal. Let's see. So much Scotch tape. I think this obviously looks like it's been retaped because it's been opened before. Now that I think about it, let's see what is wrong with it. Sometimes it just could be production error and people just don't like that. But it's still in the plastic. It's funny, it's still in the plastic. So for most of the time when items are being sold back, could it just be a case of buyer regret and then they just return it the next day? Because I know how easy it is to be to just buy something on impulse and kind of regret it the next day. I don't. The number one rule I have for myself in Japan is, if you see something you like, buy it, because not only are you going to regret not buying it, if you tell yourself I'm going to find it somewhere else, you're never going to find it somewhere else. So just buy it. You won't regret it. The only regret you have is the money you just spent. That's all. I apply that same principle to guitars. So, okay. So there's the character. I'm gonna just put her on the... let's just go. Cool. And her stuff. And that's it. Super cool. I've forgotten how the anime goes already, but I'm going to rewatch it. So that's it for my haul video for my 9 days in the Kansai region. I hope you enjoyed my haul. Do like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I would love to hear from you, and I hope to share with you more videos soon.